In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Creative development, according to the scientific Quranic methodology, the glorious Quran affirms that divine creation occurs in stages and phases, not in a single instant, as the originating Allah said, just as He created you from the descendants of another group. Al-An'am 133. And the creating Allah said, so when I have proportioned him and breathed into him of my spirit, fall down before him in prostration. Al-Hijr 29. Thus, the Quran presents a divine scientific methodology stating that human emergence came after multiple material creations that were made without the divine breath. Then came the human being distinguished by the Spirit, which is the divine program of knowledge. And the saying of Allah the Exalted comes, and we made from water every living thing. Al-Anbiya 30. To define the material origin of life, including the angels, indicating that life in the Quran has levels. Material life whose origin is water, all operating within a single creative system. First, the previous peoples, the creatures before humankind. The Quranic text shows that the earth and what is within it, and what is within the seven heavens, were inhabited by creatures before the human being, possessing material forms and voluntary behaviors, but without a guiding spirit. Allah, glorified and exalted, said, they said, will you place in it one who will cause corruption therein and shed blood while we glorify you with praise and sanctify you? He said, indeed, I know what you do not know. Al-Baqarah 30. This verse indicates the existence of earlier creatures who practiced corruption and bloodshed and were spread across multiple earths within the seven heavens. This is confirmed by the saying of Allah, the Blessed and Exalted. And among His signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and what He has dispersed throughout them of creatures, and He is overgathering them when He wills, competent. Ash-Shura 29, meaning, life is disseminated in the heavens and the earth together, not restricted to a single earth. And included in this system is the saying of Allah the Exalted, and we made from water every living thing, will they not believe? Al-Anbiya 30, meaning, the origin of life for these material creatures is founded upon water, including the angels within every living thing, in terms of functional life. By the command of Allah, the Creative, the All-Knowing, to whom belongs all might, the one with the innumerable most beautiful names, the exalted in degrees, the possessor of the throne without partner. Second, the previous offspring, the creative continuity before humankind. Allah the Exalted said, just as He created you from the descendants of another group. Al-An'am 133. Thus, the human emergence is linked to a prior creative continuity that does not indicate genetic inheritance but rather physical laws and material components shared among all creatures. Just as fire emerges from the interaction of hydrogen and oxygen, both components of water, likewise all creatures share a single material lineage whose functions differ by Allah's decree. The human being, therefore, came after creatures that preceded him in body, yet he did not inherit their genetic traits. Instead, he was created at a higher stage from clay, prepared to receive the divine breath, who perfected everything He created, and began the creation of man from clay. As-Sajdah 7 is Third, the divine breath, the lordly program of knowledge. Allah the Exalted said, so when I have proportioned him and breathed into him of my spirit. Al-Hijr 29. The verse speaks of two stages. 1. Material proportioning. The human body was created from clay and water, and its form was perfected. The form of Adam first, then his spouse as two distinct bodies. 2. The breath. It is a divine knowledge-bearing download, in which Allah placed the capacities for analysis, accumulation of knowledge, production of science. This is made clear by Allah's word. He taught the human being what they did not know. Al-Alaq 4-5. The Spirit is the scientific engine that enabled the human being to transform abstract mathematical concepts into scientific discoveries, distinguishing humanity above all earlier creatures. Who taught by the pen. 4. Taught the human being what they did not know. 5. Al-Alaq. 4th, stewardship, the purpose of creating the human. After form and breath were completed, Allah declared the purpose. Indeed, I am placing upon the earth a successor. Al-Baqarah 30. Thus the human being is entrusted with knowledge, construction and cultivation, establishing balance, preventing the corruption committed by the previous peoples, and the Exalted said, affirming creative development, and we have created you in stages. New 14. Meaning, creation unfolded through successive phases, from matter to body to spirit, for the human being alone, knowledge. Conclusion. The Quranic methodology affirms, with divine scientific clarity, that divine creation is based on multiple emergences, material life whose origin is water, luminous life whose origin is the divine command, creatures existing before humankind, proportioning then breath for humans only, knowledge and stewardship for humans only. Thus the human became the only creature that combines matter and spirit, knowledge, manifesting the light of Allah, to whom belongs all might, the one with the innumerable most beautiful names, the exalted in degrees, the possessor of the throne without partner. Allah the Exalted said, Allah is the one who created you, then provided for you, then causes you to die, then gives you life. A.R. Rum 40.